start talking like that.
Patriots say it's still working. You can still sign up now.
I don't know. That nigga ain't never tell me nothing about my age. For me to be like, yeah, maybe I am getting old. Like, no. You know who used to talk like that and now he passed, he's dead?
Oh, yes.
Kevin Samuels.
Purchase your coupon.
Kevin Samuels used to talk like that all the time about age and women and how they're getting old and oh nobody not gonna want you and whoopty whoopty whoop whoopty whoopty whoop. It was Kevin Samuels, and you know where he is? In the ground. You spent all that time just spewing negativity for you to die with that. And it's not even funny. It's not like I wanted him to die. He did have some very good points, but it was his delivery. It seemed like he wanted to bring black women down, and that's not how you do it. If you have a point, just make it.
But a few years back, I started saying, I don't know what it was, when I was about 9 years old, this determination came into me that I was going to overcome.
Stop.
All of a sudden, I realized, well, that was my own thing. The Spirit of Christ. You don't receive a give-up spirit. You receive a go-through spirit. You receive something that's going to bring you through. And now, I want to share this with you. I prayed for God to get me out of that situation. I prayed prayers I probably shouldn't have prayed. I prayed for my dad to die. I prayed for my mother to leave him. Anything to get me out of that situation. And he did not get me out of the situation. But he did take me through it. He did take me through it. And, it's kind of up to God whether we get out or we go through. I had no idea what God was going to do in my life, but I'll be honest with you. What I went through is helping millions of people around the world. And now listen to me. Sometimes God will allow you to go through something. He doesn't do those things. But sometimes he will allow you to go through something just for the sole purpose of equipping you to be able to help somebody else later on in life. So if I said tonight, how many of you want to be used by God, every hand would go up. And then I have to say, do you really? Because see, Jesus learned obedience through the things that he suffered, and his completed experience equipped him to become the author of our salvation. Any place that you go to look for a job today, one of the first things they're going to ask you is, do you have any experience? And I'm going to tell you the truth, this is my opinion, and I don't disrespect education. I'm grateful for what I have.
Good morning.
Probably as much as most.
So they're kind of tough.
Even in education. I mean, it really is.
I woke up with hella allergies this morning.
I went through a lot of things.
Feeling sick.
Went home as soon as
Do I even have any more? I feel like I
the
do.
first guy that came along because I thought nobody would ever want me. That was another 5-year nightmare. And I thought because I left home that I no longer had.
I don't have. It's here.
But I
Oh.
took it with me. It's in
Oh.
my soul. And see, some of you
That is so
are still
funny.
walking around with things from your past. It's in your soul. You may be physically away from it, but you might still have it in your soul. And that's where Jesus wants to heal us. He wants to get down in our souls, and he wants to heal us. Amen? And so,
Amen.
tell you, but I can tell you this, and I don't know how. I know this does not even make any sense to me, but I will tell you this, and I mean it with all my heart. I cannot say to you that I'm sorry that I was abused and that I wish it wouldn't have happened. I cannot say that anymore because some way, somehow, I know that God has worked that out for my good, and he has used it in my life.
It's more like Matt. I like this too, but I guess this is like more dewy. This is more matte. That's that Fenty. Very cunty.
Now, along the way, I had to learn to stop blaming. I had to learn to stop feeling sorry for myself.
All right.
I had to learn to stop.
Let's talk about ageism. Because I'm working with a little boy. He's 25. And all he does is bring up like other people's age. He feel like 30 is old. He feels like 32 is old. And yesterday he brought up somebody's age, and I said, do you know that you're ageist? Like, you're ageist. Like, kid, you are always bringing up somebody's age. Like, yeah, not really. I don't want to get old. I said, well, if you don't want to get old, you die. You know that, right? That's it. Those are your two options. You either get old or you stay the same age, but you don't live. I don't know if he pissed me off. Oh, I don't think he did, actually. I just had to like break it down for him, like, kid, not only are you so naive, but out of all of us here, you're really the dumbest. Like, you really intellectually, I mean, oh my God. In the morning, I kind of like unwind in the afternoon. And I don't mean to like talk about him, right? But I noticed that in the morning, I have to stay quiet because that's when it's just like that with him. Because he is really like, I mean, the questions he asks, and I get it. No question is a dumb question, but yes, it is. It's so true. You can ask dumb questions. And yeah, man, he talks real slow, and he just fucks with my ADHD a lot. But anyways, like, I had to tell my kid, you either grow old and live a very long life. And you know what's so crazy? We work for an organ procurement organization. Meaning we get phone calls about people dying every single day. Within every 5 minutes, somebody has passed away. Yesterday, I had somebody that tried to kill. Well, no, they killed themselves because they died. Usually, if they're brain dead, you're dead. There's no possibility of you coming back, right? So I had somebody that had a self-inflicted gun wound to the head. Oh, girl, she tried to kill herself. Then I had a person from Argentina visiting Florida, and he drowned. And he had cardiac arrest because, you know, too much pressure on the heart trying to live and shit like that. And it's like, kid, we work with this every single day. People call babies. I get phone calls about babies dying. I get phone calls, grandkids, whoever, male, female, all kind of ages. And this is what you always got to talk about. I had to check him like, kid, I don't want to hear that. He was like, all right, I'm going to stop. Yeah, please. Or do that somewhere else on your own time. Because I don't come to work to hear nobody keep talking about, oh, growing old is a curse or some shit. I want to grow old. I want to grow old. And it's sad because it's usually women that people make, like, you feel ashamed. Well, they try to make people feel ashamed. A woman feel ashamed because she's growing older. Like, how the fuck you want me to feel ashamed because I'm still here? It's some people that didn't make it. I grew up with people that did not make it. They died. I just don't understand the conversation. I really don't. I really don't understand. That's why I always excuse myself in that conversation. I just walk away because I feel like it's so stupid. It is so dumb. My dad is 69 years old, still walking, still talking, moving around, catching flights. Don't want to sit his ass down. And the girl, she was like, I don't want my dad to grow old. I said, oh, then you want him to die. I want my dad to grow old. I love my daddy. Okay? I want him here as long as he could be. 100, 200, I don't care. Okay? And she was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. The fuck? I know I'm right. Like, for example, Kevin Samuels and how he used to be about like people, especially women, growing older and, oh, you know, your life is over. You don't got nothing. And it turned out, because he used to be like, oh, you're gonna be the woman with like the cats and shit. And look how he died. He died with a woman, with a nurse. But he died with a woman he wasn't married to, a fling. She went on about her life. Her life did not stop because he died. And he died alone. I don't understand. His conversation was so stupid to me too. Granted, he did have good points about certain stuff, but it's how you say it. It's how you put it out in the world. And God took him away. You had this big old platform spewing hate towards black women. I don't care what nobody said. It was black women. It wasn't white. It was black mostly. And it was sad. And look how you passed away alone in a hotel room because you had to go get help. Back to do it. And you were rising. You were on Atlanta. You just got featured on Atlanta, the show. And he died that same week before it even aired. I'm just saying, like, what are you putting out in the universe? I don't want to be known for being a bitch when I go. Or having negative energy or talking about people. I want to be known for having light in my heart, forgiveness. I want to be that example, not only for my child, but for other people, other women. Like, oh yeah, she overcame so much and look how she's still, you would have never known that she went through all of this in her life. Like, people see me and they see me being all happy and stuff, kid. Yeah, right. Like, I was in an abusive relationship. My mom sucked. She was so jealous of me. What else? Because Lord knows I don't forgot. It's not that I forgot. I just, it happened. I moved on. I healed from it. I'm not really, stuck on it. I can speak on it. I was raped when I was a little girl by my uncle, by my mother's sister's husband, and she didn't believe me. She thought I was making it up because she wanted her man. Mind you, she had her own daughter by that man. Now, I don't know. I don't know the thought behind. I mean, I could understand the thought process behind why she didn't believe me, because she was very insecure. It has to do with like insecurities or something. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't. Or low worth, because if something like that happened to my niece, and I have a daughter in my house, that nigga will be gone. I don't give a fuck if that's the dad or not. That's insanity. But some people don't think like that. And I could go on and on and on and on and on, right? With my connection. Yeah, my brother just stole $10,000 from me. I was hurting from that. I still wake up happy. I still get in that car. That car is giving me so much problems. But I still get in my car. And I look forward towards the day.
I only want to be what you want me to be.
You know what I mean?
In Jesus' name.
Because I don't know. I think maybe working here, it just makes, I'm hearing people dying every single day. I think it just made me a lot lighter. After hearing somebody died every single day, I don't get a break. Granted, like, you know, I wouldn't say I'm immune to it. But yeah, I am used to it. Like, it's not damaging my mental or anything like that. But it can get to you. When I first started working there, it was getting to me. Like, oh my God. Then I would hear like how these older ladies, they're passing away from yeast infections. And I'm like, what? Yeast infections? Like, kid, girl, I could go on and on. People are passing away from falls, a lot of septic. So that's a lot of infections people are dying from. It's really sad. And all you could think about is aging? He was like, all right, yeah, you right. I ain't gonna bring it up no more. I said, please don't. Please don't, baby. I already got to deal with how you think. You think abstractly. Like, your thought system. He reminds me of my child. God. That's how he thinks at the age of 25. This is what I have to work with. Like, oh my God. Like, I could say the sky is blue. And then he'll be like, so you saying the sky's still blue, but the white clouds? And then I'll be like, yes. Besides the white clouds, the fucking sky is blue. Like, that's how I be feeling, bro. Ugh. I don't say anything. Of course not. I don't say anything, and I try not to feel any type of way because I understand that he's 25. Although at 25, you know, I was not like that. Then, like, we'll be talking about work, and he would just say the most random shit that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Or, like, he would keep interrupting the instructor. And you could tell she wants to talk about this, but he's talking about something else. And she don't want to cut him off and be rude. Bitch, not me. I can't be no instructor because I'll tell you, baby, save all the extra questions until we're finished, okay? Because you keep interrupting me and it's pissing me off. And he cuts her off all the time. I just couldn't do it. I was going to be so mad. You would have thought something was wrong. Like, damn, she don't like me. No, it's not I don't like you, baby. But you're cutting me off. And I have to teach. You're like a child. You're like a child, and it's fucking crazy to me. For you to be 25 and your mind is very childlike, and you're a man. Like, he be sleepy. I almost falling asleep. And I'm like, what time did you go to sleep? Oh, I went to sleep at 1, and, you know, I'm not used to it. What? You're not used to waking up early? You need to grow the fuck up. How are you going to lead a family? Like, my God, baby. How are you going to lead a family? I was with a man that used to stay up at night. He was not a man. He was a little boy. This nigga would stay up until 3, 4, 5 in the morning and sleep all day and try to get money. How? If you are a so-called scammer, how can you get the money? All the banks are closed, nigga. The banks are not open at night if you're going to be a scammer. This nigga was a fucking loser. And then like while I'm up taking care of shit, he just ugh. I used to, you look at him, I used to want to slap him in his face. Yes, Lord. I used to look at him and I used to want to slap this man when he was sleeping. Like, we are broke. And for you to be sleeping so peacefully, that's why you got to make sure you get you a man. Whenever you see that, you got to leave. If I ever get back in a relationship and we're going through hard times and your ass not up, trying to figure out, I got to go. If you just sleeping, nigga, like everything okay, that means you too used to me doing it on my own and figuring it out on my own. That's what it was. That nigga was so used to me just handling up because he wasn't a man. He was a bum and a little boy. I don't know what's up with the connection. I don't know if because I'm talking too much shit. But yeah. That would hurt his feelings, child. He used to want to fight me, cuss me out. He used to be like, oh, I'm taking care of you. And I'll be like, you're not taking care of me. The government is taking care of me. Food stamp is taking care of me. You're not taking care of me. What are you talking about? He couldn't even, when I did leave, he couldn't afford the rent. The landlord had to kick his ass out. Now I got my own place. Well, that was my place. I just left. I couldn't take it no more. Having to take care of all these fucking people. All these bums in this fucking house. They just so okay being fucking bums. They don't like to shower. They don't like to do shit. They little boys. I had to deal with that. Niggas that don't even want to wash their ass. So yeah, when it comes to that topic, that subject, I don't be here for it. I don't want to listen. I don't want to talk about it. Nothing. Period. Go find you somebody else to do that with, like a little girl. Cause you know what a little girl gonna do? A little girl gonna bring up your age. Oh, you old asshole. You just bitch. You don't even know how to wash your coochie right. Okay.
God is going to reward me double if I will follow him, believe his word.
You don't even know how to wash your vagina. What the hell is you talking about? You don't even know how to take care of yourself. I don't care what nobody says. If you ask anybody what age range would they go back to, I guarantee you they would not say 20s. They would not say 20s. That's when you making all the fucking mistakes. You would not say that. And if you would, hey. But I know a lot of people that will say, nah, 30s, 40s. Because that's when you kind of got the grip on certain shit.
It can't do you any good if your pastor believes it. It's not going to do you any good if I believe it.
But for me, I do not want to revisit my 20s. That's when I made the most mistakes. That's when I got into that relationship with that broke ass nigga. He was broke and gay. You put me through all this because you like to suck dick. Do that make sense? When you could have been doing that shit on your own. Finally go through his old phone. All I see is transsexual porn. What else I see? I have to charge it because I know I have to make a video about it. I made a video one time about it, right? I had my makeup done. I was real cute. And I recorded on my camera and it did not record the sound. And I never went back to fix it. I never went back to record it. But anyways, I went through this old phone because I needed a phone to do something, right? I needed a phone to do something. Go through the phone and it's escorts and transsexual porns and text messages from a text now number. And it's connected to an email. And he's making arrangements, even on my child's birthday when we're supposed to be a family, and that's supposed to be his daughter. Saying that he wanted to meet up with them and how he couldn't meet up with them, and I'm sorry, he could still pay. This was the man that was abusing me. That's why. And he was so homophobic.
He died so we can have a deep, personal, intimate relationship with God, that we could know him, and what did the Apostle Paul say? And the power of his resurrection. That does what? Lifts me out.
So much. Why don't you suck dick? Like, why don't you be with a man? And he'll be like, stop playing me, kid. Stop playing me. Stop playing me. And it was true. Like, oh my God, I would never go against my instincts. I knew he was gay. Because there's no way you hate women that much. The way he used to talk to his mom, I should have known there's no chance. His mom was scared of him. He used to call his mom all type of bitches and dumb bitches to her face. This is somebody that birthed you. He used to try to fight his sister. And let's not mention what he used to say about his sister. But his mom? I remember he kicked his mom out in front of me. I remember he kicked his mom out for me because his mom told me to go fuck his older brother because she wanted somewhere to stay. This is real life, okay?
It is not God's will for us to live some kind of a subpar, half miserable, barely get by life. He said that I might know him and the power.
And she told me to go fuck with him. Like, oh, why you not fucking with him? Because I was fucking with the younger brother. Like, he's younger than me. So one day we were arguing about, because one thing about my ex, he's going to always bring up my mom. He's going to always try to compare. He's going to make it seem like, oh, I'm being like her because, you know, he knows how my mom treated me. And he'll just try to always compare me and my mom. And, oh, I got the worst mom in the world, blah, 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 blah. Which, hey, it could be true. You know, the thing that used to get on my nerves is I just don't want to hear it. He brought it up too much. So I was like, yeah, if I got such a horrible mom, why did your mom tell me to go fuck your older brother? This nigga lost it. Because one thing about me, I don't have to lie. I don't care enough to not to lie. I'm fucking neurodivergent. I don't lie. It's hard for me to lie. You will know if I'm telling a lie. So I have to already come up with the stuff. And if you ask me something that I'm not sure you're going to ask me, you're going to know because I'm going to stutter. I'm going to like, so he knew I wasn't lying.
Eventually, that's what they said. Jesus, what are we to do?
Baby. He went in that house. He went all in her face. Oh, you telling me? She like this. She's like, I didn't say that. I felt so bad for the mom. I said, you didn't say that? I said, okay, you didn't say that. Like, I felt bad. Tell me why he grabbed her stuff and threw it out the door. His mom. So when I say the when I say the ones that hate their mom and are homophobic as fuck are gay, just listen, because I've been there. I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that, okay?
That would certainly be worth
I've been there, done that.
here for a moment. Let's find it right.
And his mom was gone the next day. His mom was out the house the next day. And then after that, she hated me. She did not like me anymore.
Starting about verse 32.
Because she wanted that to be our little secret. She always used to tell me, keep secrets, don't tell him shit. And I didn't feel comfortable. Sometimes I did, though. Sometimes I kept little secrets. But that, I just had to tell him because he was getting on my nerves. Comparing my mom all the fucking time and blah, blah, blah. Talking about my mom and this and that, this and that. So I had to tell him, like, kid, your mom is not innocent either. Your mom told me to go have sex with your older brother. How does that feel? Don't that feel like, don't you feel betrayed? Right? All right. So it's not only just my mom out here being a fucked up individual, it's yours too. But yeah, I went through his phone and I seen all that. I was like, okay, thank you. Confirmation needed. And I was so happy because his cousin was here. And his cousin, I also showed his cousin. So if anybody is like, oh, she's lying and da da da, I have a witness. And he is so dumb. He used his business email or this business email that if you type it in on Google or YouTube, which is so funny because now it's taken down. So I don't know if he's watching me. Most likely he is. He took it down. But when I typed in that email on Google, a song called Stick and Move. And that was his song that he made with this guy named Daffy, who was also staying with me. And they made a song together. They probably was fucking each other too. But they made a song together. And that was the song that popped up. Let's get into it. So if he ever want to be like, oh, that wasn't me, that was Daffy, it wasn't. Because Daffy wasn't, at the time, those messages were from 2019. Nobody was staying with us in 2019. That phone was still at the house. Daffy was staying with us 2018. Okay? Let's also keep that in mind. That boy, who also is in a video with him, was staying with us 2018. Those text messages were from 2019. Those are your messages. And you are gay. And there's nothing you can do, say, to fight it. It's okay. You should have just came out a long time ago. And I'm going to always talk about it. Always. Because it's a part of my testimony. So, if he wanted it to be a secret, it's no longer going to ever be a secret. Because you put me through agony, agony, pain, tears, and you were gay. So I have a testimony for any girl that's going through that. So she could know that, oh, this nigga might be gay as fuck. You might want to stay away. Or just a woman hater, or just stay away, period. Because you're going to go through hell. Period. I'm a blush girly, baby. I need extra blush. Don't I look cute? I'm going to talk some... I'm going to tell y'all what's going on, but baby, the makeup going to eat. Okay? The makeup will eat. I'm just going to spray some hairspray downstairs, the other one. But yeah, that's it. I don't feel any type of way about it, though. Like, I wish him the very best. But I think he wants me to not talk about it, and that's never going to happen because it's a part of my testimony. It's a part of my testimony. And you don't pick and choose, you know, because you were a villain in somebody's story. I was a villain in somebody's story, I'm sure. Everybody was a villain in somebody's story. We can't tell that person, oh, don't talk about it because I'm a changed person. That's not fair to them. So although, yes, I wish you the very best. I wish you peace and all that. Especially, I hope you're able to just be yourself now. If not, then there's nothing I could really do or say. But, yeah, like, this is, thank God I shaped it. This is what I went through.
What you need to do is be there with a new attitude and a new mindset. If this is what God called me to do, then I can do it. I can do it with joy. I can hardly wait to see what God's going to do. And I'm going to keep my mind on the good stuff and not the bad stuff.
Hello.
Same way if you've got a job that you don't like.
Hello. I wake up happy every day. Every day, full of energy, full of joy, full of life now. And I tell people immediately how I feel. I don't hold nothing in. None of that shit that I used to do when I did not value myself. Okay? So when that boy was talking all that ageist shit, I had to tell him, like, hey, we work for an organ center where we have to fish out organs for people that need them because they're on the verge of dying, and we're taking it from people that no longer have life. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You need to grow up. Your mindset is still like a little child. You're 25. How are you going to raise a family?
Everybody who wants to be in ministry doesn't need to be up here.
And it's because you still on mama's and daddy's tit. That's why you thinking like that. You could tell you still stay with your daddy. You still stay with your mama. It's cool. It's not wrong with that. But let's shift that mindset a little bit. Let's start waking up early and being here on time. If you need to drink some coffee, that's what you're going to have to do. Not complain that it's early. Because when I told him I wake up at 8 and I'm on that trail at 8 o'clock, moving my body, that's what you, like, what we doing? How are you going to be the example? I don't want to be around nobody that's not trying to do better. And be grateful and just kid. I used to wake up happy. I used to wake up miserable as fuck. Every day I used to be on a fucking blow up bed with this dirty ass nigga. He used to want to fuck me on this damn blow up bed. And I used to fuck on that damn blow up bed. Now I'm in a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, upstairs, downstairs, home. Okay? I am happy as hell. The energy seeps through my pores. I get up, I walk, I do my makeup, I go to work happy as fuck. I'm always early. I'm not rushing to work. I'm early, I drive. The speed limit, like, life is beautiful, kid. Thank you, Jesus. All praise to the Most High God. Okay, and if I could get through it, you can too, because maybe I've been there. Low as hell. On the floor. I was on a blow-up bed. A blow-up bed with a nigga that used to want to hunch me on a blow-up bed. And then when I finally got the furniture, listen to this. The day the people came, after I got my little taxes, and I finally got furniture for me and my daughter, because she was also on the blow-up bed. Do you understand? This nigga felt jealousy when he was supposed to just be happy for us, because it was like he's sleeping on the bed too. He then started to argue with me in front of the fucking delivery people. Arguing about bitches and hoes. Because I was happy. And I felt good. And I looked good. Mind you, I was, the stomach was not here. But, and I was like, why are you arguing? Like, kid, we should be happy. We got furniture. But he wanted to put me down. Because the delivery people was looking at me. I looked like I was the person that had money or so. I don't know what it was. But it was like, what? So, yeah, when I moved here, my daughter got a new bed. A whole new bed set. And I got a new bed. Because I don't want those energies and vibes on me. that I had to share with that man because it just didn't make sense. Nothing made sense. Anyways, I look so cute for work.
That if you would only believe, you would see the glory.
I was thinking about wearing these heels, but I think it might be a little too much. I think it might be a little too much.
12, 15 years ago.
I think I might be a little too sassy. Let me see.
That's what I'm supposed to do. It's not my job to fix it.
Plus, the skirt is already ridiculously tight.
It's not my job to worry about it. I just.
But it's so cute and it goes with the outfit.
believe.
Let's see.
The first thing
I think I'll be overdressing.
I know. I know. But I no longer live.
What about these boots?
Smile.
No.
Mine? I now think.
What about this little purse? This is my daughter's purse.
You know, in Mark chapter 16.
Anyways, I gotta go. I think it might be a little too much. I think the boots is too much. You know, I don't want these girls to feel no type of way like I'm trying to do something or trying to do. You already know how girls can be very catty.
And the first thing that Jesus did when he saw them was he rebuked them, reproved them, and corrected them for their unbelief. The very thing that they had been believing for, when news came to them.
All right, y'all, let me go.
Believe it. And several times in those few verses, he corrected them and reproved them.
Yes.
I just think that we need
Yes,
to
yes.
realize
That's what I said.
with all our
I did not value myself. That's how low I was. Are you not getting the gist of the conversation or what?
Each used the word believe either 9 or 10 times.
Yes.
But John used that word 99
Oh, let me put some mascara.
times. 99 times in the book of John, he used the word believe.
Like, yes. Yes. I used to sleep on an air bed, air mattress, and it used to deflate. It would deflate, and my back would be hurting, and I would wake up. I would wake up angry as fuck every day.
At dinner.
And because I'm waking up angry every single day, guess what energy came my way?
And I think the reason he felt that close to Jesus
Exactly.
was because
So I had all these stuff happening to me,
he just believed
and it was because
and believed and
I have this attitude,
9 or 10 times in a chapter.
and I'm just, it's just,
John just outlasted the devil.
it's not
He
good.
was the one that lived the longest. They even tried to boil him in oil and couldn't kill him. Because even when they put him in there, I'm sure he was believing.
I mean, oh my God, the energy that came my way because I was angry every single day.
We think we grow up, but
I had to stop.
we all do have to grow up.
Girls wanted to fight me for no reason. Boys wanted to fight me for no reason. Bad luck just followed me because I was angry every single day, and I had an attitude like you couldn't talk to me. I was just so mad at the world every single day, and it was because I was in that relationship.
Anyone who wants to
I was in that situation.
kingdom. I think that's the thing I'm talking about.
I'm waking up, my back hurting. I'm pissed off. I'm starting the day off wrong,
Because
completely.
it starts the moment that you receive Christ. It's not this thing that's going to happen.
So while I had peeped that damn, I got bad energy. I really have bad energy. And I have to do something about it because I'm not leaving this nigga. So I started doing the work while I was in the relationship because I knew I was going to leave him. It wasn't today. It wasn't tomorrow. It wasn't, I didn't know when. I didn't know how. I just knew I was going to leave him. And guess what happened? God set it up. After I did the work, I was reading books. I was doing YouTube. I was moving my body. I was journaling. while he's cussing and yelling at me. I'm doing all this work because I knew I was going to exit. I went back to school. I got my degree. I graduated with honors with my engineer degree while this guy is cussing me out nonstop every single day. Okay? Finally graduated on my birthday. I graduated on my birthday. For him to get arrested 2 days later. Not even 2 days, a day and a half later. A day and a half later, because he started cussing at me and trying to fight me again after I got my degree and after my birthday. And I never looked back.
But then I'm worried constantly about that situation.
Got a job that paid over 6 figures. They paid for me to relocate. I never looked back. So yeah, the testimony is real. And it's passionate when you hear me speak on that subject with that man. Because I know I'm not the only person that went through that. Or is going through or have been through that. Or you may be currently going through that. Okay. They paid me to relocate. They paid me like $15,000 to relocate. So I got everything cheap. Got the movers cheap and everything. For me to save money so I can still have some money or whatever for the move. And then my job also gave me another $15,000 for anything I wanted to do. A business, school, whatever. Granted that out of that 15, I did try to start a business. And I gave my brother 10 and he stole that money. Granted, I will be getting that back. But all praise to the Most High God. What do you like? How what like what? You know what happened to him? He ended up getting shot 6 times. He lived. Praise God. But he ended up getting shot 6 times. You know why? I did the work. I changed. I said I wanted better for myself. And that's what I sought out to go get. He was still the same. God said, oh, no, jail didn't work for you, even though he was in jail for 2 weeks. And I signed papers saying I didn't want him to go to jail after he did all that to me. Never went to go press charges on him. Never. I signed. I said, I don't want this, blah, 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 blah. He ain't changed his life. God made him sit his ass down. I don't know after him getting shot if he changed again or if it worked. Very much doubt it, but that's what happened. Because at the end of the day, God don't like ugly. And you're not going to put God's children into shit and think you're going to leave the earth A-okay. No, something's going to happen. You don't just walk away from hurting people. And he was hurting people. I was laying down with somebody that killed people. So yeah, I had to go through it because God had to show me like, kid, it don't work like that. You don't get to lay down next to this man and be happy. Praise God. Yes. That's my testimony this morning. Got my lunch. I left my lunchbox at work yesterday. I was so ready to go, bitch. I was so ready to go. And I'm finna be on time. Yes. Yes. Oh, I said I was gonna bring this to work. Bring this to work. How would you say I'm... Oh, I want to bring that lotion too. How would you say I'm cold? Everything does happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I didn't say, hey, God, I want him to get shot. I didn't tell him that, but you don't do wrong by people and keep thinking that you get to live the greatest life in the world. Look at King Von. Look at the Fulio guy. I love giving these examples because it's like people just think they could just get away with so much. Why do you guys think that? You will reap what you sow. Let me put some lotion. Like I seen a sprinkle lady was like, oh, she don't believe in karma. Bitch, well, because men don't believe in karma. It's because I think people, ooh, ooh, ooh. Shit. I think because people don't get to see the karma, sometimes people think it doesn't exist. I didn't get to see that boy getting shot. I heard about it months later. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because when I was in therapy, because I had to go to therapy, I had to do the work, like I said. Even after, I had to still do the work. Because a lot of it was getting to me like, why did I stay in that situation so long, right? So I would like cry to God because he still had his family, and through all of this shit that I went through with this guy, I lost my family. I stopped talking to my mom, I stopped talking to my brothers, and I was upset at God. I was like, why is it fair? He put me through all this, and all I just wanted was love, and I wanted to give love because that's all I have in my heart. And I get to lose my family, and he get to keep his. And I heard he hit a lick of 150K. He stole some money from some niggas. So I'm hearing all this, and I'm like, God, it's not fair. And like, oh, he not getting his karma and da da da, whatever comparing I was doing. And my friend was like, listen, karma doesn't work like that. You're not always gonna see what another person is going through, and you shouldn't compare. And once I got that through my head, like, you're right. Like, I'm done. I'm not gonna compare my suffering to his, because I know there's a greater good. And for months I lived like that, for me to find out like months later that he got shot 6 times. And it's crazy because I had a dream that he was in a casket. And I guess my flesh felt like I wanted him to die for all the pain and hurt and stuff. But God showed me that I really didn't want that, because when I see him in a casket, I couldn't see it. I had to go like this, like my heart stopped. I was like, like that. So I woke up and I was like, oh, okay, God, you're right. Listen now, testimony. I was like, you're right, God, you're right. I don't want that for him. I don't. So ever since then, it's been nothing but peace and forgiveness on my side. But I get to still tell my story. You know what I'm saying? And I still wish him the very best. But I don't want nobody to think like, oh, I get to stop telling the story. Like, no. Watching videos like this helped me go through my situation to know that I can get out. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna move forward. I've been using this black castor oil, and it's so thick, but it's really, really good. Especially on my feet, man. My feet be so soft. So soft. I think I have a regular life, to be honest. I stay home. I take care of my daughter. I meal prep. I walk. I work on my little businesses. That's about it. I look cute. I need to turn on the air because I'm getting hot. Don't I look cute? Go out. Call me irresponsible. Call me. Dooby-doo-be-doo. Oh, what about this? I think this is cute. Ooh. Small waist tees. Ew. Small waist. All right, y'all, let me go. Gotta go. Thank you for listening to my story and my testimony.